People think celebrities have the perfect life, the kind of life where everything just works. But what they don't show you is how hard it actually is to live like them. So I decided to try it myself, just one day, and before the sun even came up, I already regretted it. It all started on a quiet night, the kind of night where you tell yourself you'll sleep early, but somehow end up scrolling through your phone for hours. I was lying on my bed, the room dimly lit, my face glowing from the screen. One video turned into another, and before I knew it, I was deep into the world of celebrity lifestyles. Perfect mornings, perfect routines, perfect lives. One video showed a celebrity waking up at exactly 5 a.m., stretching like it was the easiest thing in the world. Another showed a perfectly prepared breakfast, colorful, healthy, and somehow flawless. Then came the workouts, the glowing skin routines, the confidence. Everything looked so effortless. And that's when the thought crept into my mind. How hard can this really be? At first, I laughed it off, but the more I watched, the more serious it became. They're just people, I whispered to myself. If they can do it, why can't I? That question stayed with me longer than I expected. Before I knew it, I was sitting up in bed, opening my notes, writing down a plan. Wake up at 5 a.m., morning routine, healthy breakfast, workout. Stay productive, a full celebrity lifestyle. For 7 days, I stared at the list, feeling a mix of excitement and confidence. This is going to be easy, I said, almost laughing. So I set my alarm, placed my phone beside my bed, and closed my eyes. The next morning, everything changed. At exactly 5 a.m., my alarm rang. Loud, sharp, unforgiving. I didn't move. For a few seconds, I just lay there, my eyes closed, hoping the sound would stop on its own. It didn't. Slowly, I opened my eyes. The room was still dark, the air cold and quiet, and that's when reality hit me. This is what they wake up to every day. My body felt heavy. My mind wasn't ready. Everything inside me was telling me to go back to sleep. I reached for my phone, hovered over the snooze button, and paused. No, I whispered. If I was going to do this, I had to commit. So I sat up, slowly, painfully, and just like that, day 1 had begun. The first step was stretching and yoga. Now, if you've ever watched those videos, you'd think it's the most peaceful thing in the world. Calm music, smooth movements, everything flowing perfectly. That's not what happened. The moment I tried my first stretch, I lost my balance. My body tilted awkwardly, and I had to grab onto the wall to stop myself from falling. Okay, maybe that was just a bad start, I muttered. I tried again, same result. My muscles felt tight, like they hadn't been used in years. Every movement felt forced. Within minutes, I was already breathing heavily, my confidence slowly fading. This isn't as easy as it looks. Then came the cold shower. I stood in the bathroom, staring at the tap like it was a test I wasn't ready for. I took a deep breath, turned it on, and stepped in. The shock hit me instantly. My entire body reacted like I had just jumped into ice. I gasped, jumped back, and almost slipped on the floor. There's no way this is normal, I said, shivering, but I wasn't quitting. Not yet. So I forced myself back in. Second by second, I endured it. By the time I stepped out, I felt awake, but also completely drained. Breakfast didn't make things any better. I wanted to do it properly, a healthy, celebrity-style meal. I followed the recipe carefully, or at least, I tried to. The toast burned, the smoothie spilled, and somehow, everything turned into a complete mess. I stood there in silence, staring at the disaster in front of me. This can't be real. Later that day, I met up with my friends. The moment they saw me, they knew something was off. You look tired, one of them said. Tired? Another added. You look like you fought sleep and lost. I tried to explain what I was doing. The plan. The challenge. The lifestyle. They didn't even let me finish. They laughed, not just a small laugh, the kind that makes you question yourself. You living like a celebrity? For a moment, I didn't know what to say. Their laughter stayed with me longer than I expected. That night, I sat alone in my room, quiet, still, thinking about everything that had happened. My body was tired, my energy was gone, and it was only day 1. I looked at my plan again. 7 days. 7 full days of this. I leaned back, staring at the ceiling. If one day nearly broke me. I paused, then shook my head slowly. I don't know how I'm going to survive the rest of this week.
Thanks for diving into another story from Kiki's Story Vault. But wait, where are you going without subscribing? Don't miss the next adventure. Click that subscribe button, smash the like, share with your friends, and drop a comment telling me what shocked you the most. Your next favorite story is waiting. Don't let it slip away.